Hi guys, Hassan back at it once again for a brand new video for you, and welcome to episode 21 of our MotoGP 15 Career Mode Let's Play. Last time out we made our MotoGP debut at Qatar, and we actually won. Easily. In fact, a little bit too easily. And I've done a lot of testing, I've done a lot of consultation, and I've been very lazy, to be honest with you. I've been very busy lately. Obviously, the Race World TV workload was a bit bigger than I thought it was going to be. I might actually be making two videos a week now for Race World TV, and I might be taking a curator job with them, which is another 10 hours a week. So I'm basically losing a lot of time now, and I'm getting a bit busier because I want more money between now and Christmas, basically. Christmas is, it's the most expensive time of year for anybody. So, yeah, that's a thing. And as a result, it's kind of made me slack on videos a little bit, which is kind of annoying, because I do still want to make videos, but it's just I've just not been able to find the time lately. It's been really frustrating. But on the whole, here's hoping he'll be back to something near a regular routine soon. I really am trying. So yeah, round 2 of the championship is the Circuit of the Americas. I'm sure you already knew that. One of my favourite tracks in the world. I love Kota. It's like that's the one tilt track apart from Istanbul, which I think nobody complains about. Like, everybody loves Istanbul, and I've not seen a single person tell me that Kota's crap. Like, I think it's got just about everything you need to have a really good circuit, and it's really great for bikes and cars alike. One of those very few hybrids that actually work. Okay, so here's how I'm going to change things up around here. I am now playing with semi-pro physics. That's one thing. Qualifying is pointless. A reason why qualifying is pointless is because my pace is too good around one lap. It's a guaranteed pole every time. It's pointless. Also, to give myself less time to play with, I'm going to knock it back to 25% race distance as opposed to 35%. So I have less time to catch up to the field from the back. I'll be racing on semi-pro physics. Tyre wear will stay off for now, but if this is still too easy, I have no problem turning it on. I'm going to build this up gradually and see what the biting point is and what's too much. Because as you saw in episode 1, I shouldn't be winning races by 15 seconds. In MotoGP, that's not a thing. It just doesn't happen at all, pretty much. So, that combination hopefully will work. I'm keeping it at 6 rewinds for now because I've got a feeling starts are going to be a nightmare like this. Because, it's like you can get knocked off your bike very easily with standard physics when it comes to race starts. It's only going to get even worse on semi-pro physics. Like, I'm going to be going in there very tentatively. So yeah, I didn't like basically scrapping my great big rule change after one race. But the problem is I didn't realise how good I am with the MotoGP bikes at a simulation level. I thought, just having it at simulation will be difficult enough. Wrong! I was winning in the ART. Like, holy crap. Like, Alex DeAngelis, get well soon, by the way. His ART was too slow. Or it wasn't slow enough. I could still win in that, let alone a factory Yamaha. And I can always go back to that bike as well. And so there's options. I can always go back to that bike. Having only the race means I don't have to develop the bike quite as quickly. Little things like that. So there's still ways of me upping the difficulty even further, if I really want to. And it's a shame because I was looking forward to having a more realistic series, but at the same time, it's too easy. And even normally, I'm the kind of person that would normally go, sod it, I don't know what you guys are talking about, yada yada yada. I'm not here to play difficult. But at the same time, even I accept you don't want to see me win every race by 15 seconds. I mean, that's why I'm now playing on Legend AI on F1, and that's why I'm now playing with this rulebook in MotoGP to basically make things easier for myself. Or make things more difficult for myself, I should say. So here's hoping this will work. No guarantees. 6 laps of the Circuit of the Americas. But this is one of my favourite tracks, though, which also makes me a little bit worried. I'm taking it very easy into turn 1 here. That ended up alright. Actually, that ended up being very good. We're up into 14th place. Got the... Up into 12th now. It's coming up towards the back of Scott Redding already. Like I said, there are ways I can make this more difficult. I can reduce the amount of rewinds. I can add tyre wear. Whoa, that was close. I can add tyre wear. I can, you know, change the number of rewinds. You know, I might even consider going to Pro Physics. Oh, sorry, Alish. I might even consider going to Pro Physics or something like that as well. So there's ways I can make this more difficult if I really want to. But I just got to figure out, like, what's the point where it starts becoming a real challenge. Like, Semi-Pro Physics is actually quite fun. Because you can get the back out a lot more, actually. Like, the bike's on edge a lot more. Like, whoa, see? You can see it right there. That would not happen on Standard Physics. On Standard Physics, like, the back end of the bike would save me. I'd know where the biting point is a bit more, and I wouldn't be able to do something like that, basically. So yeah, basically, it can make you a little bit faster sometimes, because, you know, you can power slide a bit more, and you can put the power down a little bit earlier, if you can handle it. And it's actually quite fun to get the back out every once in a while, but at the same time... Whoa. So yeah, you can see I'm struggling a bit more with this now, which is probably a good thing, actually. So yeah, I've got to concentrate a little bit more on this now, rather than just, whoa, winning from the front. I'm plowing in the back of the Pedrosa on that one. Jesus. Okay, this might be more difficult than I thought, actually. Come to think of it. It's got to not be so hammer and fist about the whole throttle response. But we cross Crutchlow going up the hill. Tag the back of, I think that was Dovi there. That was Iannone, actually. Dovi's up ahead. Yeah, tagged the back of him there, but didn't go down. I'm amazed at that. As you can see, one lap in, I've already burned through half my rewinds. Oh, that pass on Dovi, though. And then we give Lorenzo a little nudge. Rossi would be proud. Shots fired! All the Rossi fanboys are going to be in the comments like on my Dre TV video. Ah! Too much on the throttle. That one kind of served me right, to be honest. See, in lower gears, you've got to be so careful. Like, first or second gear, this bike will just swing out from underneath you. It's the nature of MotoGP when you got 240 horsepower bikes. So much torque, they only weigh about 150 kilos. Like, without the electronics, these bikes would be unrideable. Period. To be fair, like, I'll give a shout out to one guy that, you know, the funny thing is, when I made that Rossi versus Marquez video, most people appreciated it as a video, even if they didn't necessarily agree with me. And I like that. I can respect that. Like, I don't mind if you don't agree with me. Like, that's fine. I totally, like, I'm not one of those guys that's going to say, oh, you must agree with me on everything, otherwise you're wrong and you're terrible. No, I have no problem with people that have differing opinions. Even if I think you're wrong, I'm not going to go out of my way to say, oh, I hate you, you're terrible, your opinions are shit. I'm the kind of person that's like, hey, as long as you're respectful towards me, I don't have a problem with it, even if I disagree with you. I can have an intelligent debate about most people when it comes to these things. And that's okay. Coming close to the back now of Marquez and Rossi. Oh, boy. The jokes write themselves, don't they? Breaking into that turn 1 is hard. Ah! Almost lost it there again. This is where I'm really strong, this first sector. For some reason, the AI are really slow around this bit, and I don't know why that is. That's still a thing, because that's always been a thing in the Whoa, Rossi, give me a barge there. Rossi, what are you doing, fam? Rossi! Like, again, the jokes kind of write themselves here, don't they? You're just hanging me out to dry. Yeah, I messed that last part up real bad. Bit of a block pass there, but we got it. Right, we're in the lead, but we've got to do 3.5 laps without only using 1 rewind. I've got to be a little bit careful here. But yeah, like I said, thank you for everybody who watched. I got over 700 views on that video, which is actually pretty good for me. For a Dre TV video, that was actually pretty darn good. So I'm very grateful for that. So thank you to everybody that watched. Shame there was one big debate I didn't really like, and that was the whole. I don't like when people they focus on like one very small point of my video as opposed to the whole message I was trying to get out. And that was the debate when I mentioned, oh, I don't think you should compare a 22-year-old Marquez and a 22-year-old Rossi. Now, I think there's an argument you could make. Whoa, that was surprising off. Didn't think I'd come off there. But yeah, like I said, it was a surprising one. I was like, I didn't think people would draw on this one, you know, and actually write about it in the comments. But like there was a couple of valid points made. Maybe I shouldn't have compared them because Rossi rode in the 500cc era to begin with. You know, an era that didn't have electronics, and the bikes were still very, very powerful. They could still do more than 200 miles an hour, and you know, they didn't have that you know, they didn't have the electronics that these prototypes do now. I know somebody made the comment of, well, Marquez wouldn't handle the older bikes. Well, we don't know that. And, you know, Marquez shouldn't be punished for not being born in 1985 or something. That's just the nature of these things, you know. It's not Marquez's fault that technology's moved on and he grew up in a time where things are different. Oh, God! What I'm saying is, thank God that was in the slower part of the track where I didn't lose that much time. I'm still in third. It's not the end of the world here. I can still win this from here. Don't know what caused that accident. I mean, it must have just gone over the... That reminded me a lot of Danny Kent's crash at Aragon, actually. Bugger off, Lorenzo! Yeah, I'm just trying to concentrate a bit now here because I'm trying to play catch up. Whoa! Like one more crash, I know I've had it for this race, so I've got to be careful here. Very, very careful now. I'm the fastest guy on track, but I know I burned too many rewinds at the start of the race. But yeah, as I was saying, you know, Marquez didn't have that, but I don't think Marquez should be penalised for not being born in a particular era. It's just the nature of the beast. Marquez can't help that. But at the same time as well, I get why that comparison was made. The quality of competition argument, I'd still say in my favour, is what stands and what holds up, because Marquez is 1-2 against Valentino, like he's 2-1 against Valentino over the 3 seasons he's been in MotoGP, and Rossi is arguably the greatest rider of all time. Jorge Lorenzo is a Hall of Famer, in my opinion. And, you know, Danny Pedrosa is a Hall of Famer, in my opinion, as well. Even riders like Andrea Dovizioso and
and people like that and that tier, I think, are a little bit better than guys like Gary McCoy, Norikabe, Max Biaggi. You know, I think, you know, Lorenzo beat Rossi to win a couple of titles. Let's not forget that here, okay? So what if Rossi was on a GK? That was his problem. But yeah, for me, I think the quality of competition definitely holds up. I think Marquez is still a freak talent, and you know, for him to win a world championship as a rookie is still an insane achievement, even though his rookie season wasn't that brilliant. But people say, oh, he was put on the best bike. Well, tough. He deserved to be put on the best bike, and he performed on the best bike. It's not like Danny Pedrosa is like second rate or anything. Jeez. Man has 28 top flight victories. Got a bit wide there, not ideal. But yeah, like I said, I don't think it's... I mean, sure, if you don't want to compare different eras, that's fine. I mean, I get that, because in Formula 1, I know a lot of people say that. I know John Surtees said that the other day, when in context of Lewis Hamilton and things like that, but I get it. Now, I think it's kind of get up to Valentino Rossi on this last lap. Do I gamble? Do I have the same Marquez Phillip Island mentality of, I'm going to go for it here, and, you know, I'm going to either try and win this race or crash trying. Oh, I almost lost it there again. Whoa! Almost lost it over the curb there. Gone round the outside of him, oh, and he got it. Just got to hang on now. Just got to hang on. Not crash. So hard knowing when to get the power down now. Like, semi-pro has definitely made it more challenging. And, you know, it's hard enough doing it when you're fully concentrating. I've got to talk at the same time. It's really annoying. I've just got to not do anything stupid here, and we should be okay. I could feel Rossi right behind me here. Oh! Oh! Almost lost it. Almost had Rossi take it the back of me out there. Almost lost it again there. Rossi, try down the inside. No, you don't, Rossi. You're not doing this to me. This has been an epic race, though. Side by side, coming towards the last sector. 2 quarters to go. Just gotta hang on in there. Don't run it wide in the last corner. I did a little bit. It's as early as I dare put the power down, and we've got it. We're going to take the win at the Circuit of the Americas, but that was hard earned. Oh my word. Damn, that was close. 1.3 seconds, but yeah, I think the AI slows down when you cross the line. It makes the gap look bigger than it actually is, I think, but I don't know what Rossi did to make him lose a second in the last sector like that, but that was close. What a race. I was on edge for that one, and it looks like the adjustments made it a much more competitive race, which I'm glad to see. So we take the lead of the championship again by 17 points now over Lorenzo in second, Marquez third, Rossi up to fourth now, Dovi another 7 points back in fifth. In the constructors, Yamaha have the 50-point lead over Honda with 32 and Ducati with 24. That was a tricky race. Like, the physics definitely made a difference there. Like, again, I can easily crash now, and I ran out of rewinds and I crashed, and, you know, I nearly didn't win, but I think it ended up creating quite an epic race in the end, so I can't really complain about that either. You know, it's a plus. It's a plus. But yeah, I've been Harrison101. I hope you very much enjoyed that video. And as I celebrate my second win, I will catch you guys next time. Sayonara.